morning. Hey guys, as you can see, it's rain is coming down a little bit here. Well, thank you guys for joining me this morning, riding with me. This is another episode of Riding with Tim. Oh man. Hello. What's going on? How you doing, Mr. Isaiah? Ladies and gentlemen, I watched this young man here the other day get on the keyboard, and whew, by the time he got off of it, there was smoke coming from his fingers. I'll tell you, he's a really talented young man. You have to check his YouTube channel out, his Instagram, his Facebook, if you want to be amazed. I am not exaggerating when I say that Isaiah Washington is a genius. He is a genius, and as smart and as talented as he is, he's just as kind and gentle and just an all-around great person. We need to do a case study on you, young man. You need to be the standard bearer for how people should act, because you really are a good person. So I thank all of you guys for riding with Tim this morning. I'm on my way to punch the clock. In days past, no problem, buddy. No problem at all. It's the truth. In days past, I have complained. I have moped around. I don't want to go to work. Can't stand this job. Well, what I have come to realize is, as much as I don't like this is Central Kentucky. But as much as I don't like going to work, I have to realize how much of a blessing it is I got a friend who is unemployed right now, and he just told me that he's applied for 30 different positions, and probably about 2/3 of them he hasn't heard anything from, and then the rest of them have been rejections. This man has all types of experience, skill, and the market's just harsh. It's harsh this year. So, you know, let's pray that, let's pray that my friend finds him a job that is suitable for his lifestyle and doesn't add any extra stress. Oh, I forgot. The shirts did come in yesterday, and I forgot to take a picture of them so you all could see. But I'm gonna try to make a short later on tonight, showing you guys what they look like. All right, put on the gas a little bit. But again, I thank you guys for the likes and riding with me. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Oh, and the notification bell. Oh, excuse me, you all. Sometimes I get lost in thought. Y'all ever have a time when you're doing something and all of a sudden it reminds you of something, and then you just kind of drift off into thought because it's like, oh, that hasn't been resolved, you know? So, you get several issues that haven't been resolved, and if you don't get them resolved soon, that stuff starts to mount up. Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to complain. I mean, it could be worse. Taking care of my family. I heard some news the other day that's kind of got me excited. There's a few things going on right now that I can't really speak on, but once we get the outcome, hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys. But one thing I can share with you is that God's good, and it ain't because of my actions. It's not because I'm such a good person. It's because that's just who He is. probably the worst person to be saying that. Be honest with you, I mean, all the stuff I've did in life and have done and are doing. And there is no excuse there. There is no buts, ors, or ands. That's just cut and dry. My works alone would not get me into heaven. But I thank God for His grace. I thank Him for His mercy. I thank God that He is a God of second chances. What do you all say? Oh, and I got a couple of yeah. We're gonna leave that one right there for a second before I segue into another topic. Because what do you all think? I'm probably gonna regret asking that question, but no, I'm not gonna say that. Everybody's opinion is important. I mean, regardless of what people say, it doesn't. It's not going to help me form my opinion. It might. How can I put this? How can I put this? Because I can't say that. My opinion's based off of my experience. So I guess if somebody does say something and they can prove it factually or whatever the case may be, or pique my interest, then I guess it could, I ain't gonna say sway my opinion, but maybe mold it a little bit. Yeah, that's a good term. Mold it. But anyway, okay. So I need you all to do me a favor. I got a couple of shorts that I just released. There's one. It's basically called Unrealized Gains, and I want you all to check that out because I'm curious about that. Me and a friend of mine talked about that the other day. Unrealized gains. You know what? I got a little time. Dad gonna get him some breakfast. Is that all right? Um, me and a friend of mine was talking about that the other day. Unrealized gains versus properties, holding properties, or stocks. And it's like the government tells you that they will not tax you on unrealized gains on stocks, which thank God, that's good. But as soon as your property increases in value and that's an unrealized gain, your property taxes go up. Hold on a minute, you all. All right, I don't know what that was about. Um, I was reading the comments here, but thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. All right, guys. But yeah, I got me a little small. Well, they're not really small, but I got me a little burrito I had for breakfast this morning, and it took everything I had not to get the combo with the hash browns and the drink. I'm like, nope. That's why I brought my cup for, so I can drink water. Um, I will tell you this, just off topic, just for a second. Now I haven't drastically changed my diet, but I have changed it, and my cholesterol levels have stabilized. Now I'm just working on my blood pressure. All right. So anyway, unrealized gains. Unrealized gains. It's amazing to me how this system that we're in how can I put this, the hypocrisy of it. Because I mean, again, when you think about unrealized gains in the way that it's defined in the system, especially when it comes to owning shares of a company, all right, you own a company, that's practically a property, all right. So when you buy those shares, you buy those pieces of that company. You've bought into its infrastructure and everything else, operating capital, all that stuff. So why is it okay for, but if I could afford to do this, I should have done it a long time ago. But this had to be another video, okay? But anyway, because if somebody assesses your property, if they assess your house, or your raw land, and they say, okay, this is how much it's worth, they tax you annually here, a certain percentage of what that piece of property is worth. And if you own that property for 10 years, you pay 10 years worth of taxes. And then when you go to sell that property, you still got to pay more taxes on the sale. So you're paying taxes on unrealized gains. Because my thing is, if I buy it, I should only have to pay taxes one time, if I'm going to pay taxes on it at all, because it should be mine right out or outright. And that should be all the taxes that come from it. But then if it goes up, then like I said, then they can say, "Oh yeah, that's right. All right, you don't owe us $1,000 anymore because this went up 20%. Now you owe us $1,100. Whatever the number is." And it's, yeah. Anyway, I want to know what y'all thought about that. All right, so if you are familiar with the channel, you know what time it is. If you're not, this is the point where I tell you guys, if we're all servants, we all get served. Let's serve each other. Let's help each other out, man. Let's not depend on these systems, and let's build our own thing, all right? I love you guys, and I pray that you all have a blessed weekend, and come back and see me tomorrow, all right? Take it easy.